Do you know how to solve this equation? You see here we have a regular system of a line with the equation 2x plus 4y equals 8, and another line with the equation 5x plus 10y equals 15. What we're trying to do here is find the intersection point between the two lines. So, can you solve this equation? Pause the video and try to solve it, and I will provide an answer by the end. We will walk through it together. So what we're trying to do here is use a substitution method in order to isolate a single variable and find the value and then substitute it back in. So here we will take this equation and we will find, since 2x and 4y is pretty easy, we'll pick this one out and we will try to find the value of x using y. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to isolate the x and get rid of this 2. And that will give us a value of x using y. We can substitute into this equation where we will replace this with whatever is over here. So what goes in here will come from over here. And this is basically substituting a value of x for this and using this. Since the value of x will be expressed through y, it will give us a one variable equation. That makes it so we can solve for one of the variables. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to isolate the 2x. So how we do this is by subtracting 4y from both sides of the equation to get the 2x by itself. What subtracting 4y does is cancel out the 4y on this side and add a negative 4y on this side because we're subtracting it from both sides. Why we have to subtract it from both sides is because if we want the equation to remain equal, we want the equation to stay balanced. This is the subtraction property of equality. If you subtract from one side, you have to subtract from the other side in order to keep the equation equal. This leads us to is an equation of 2x equals negative 4y plus 8. As you can see, we are one step closer to finding the value of x that uses y to express it. So our goal, once again, I'll state our goal, is to find the value of x with y and use that to substitute x to create a one variable equation in order to make it easier to solve. So now, all we have to do from here is use the division property of equality, where we can divide both sides by the same number. In this case, we'll use 2 in order to get rid of the 2. See, 2x divided by 2 equals x. So, we divide this side by 2 as well. And what this gives us is x equals negative 2y plus 4, since we divided this side by 2 as well. Now, we can use this value to replace x and simplify the equation even further to make it so we can solve it easily. So let's go back. Okay, as you can see here, now we have 5x plus 10y plus 15. X equals minus 2y plus 4. Now, you see how we basically have a value of x right here. This is the value of x. And that means we can replace it. We can get rid of this x right here and put this into there. So let's rewrite the equation. 5. And now, where the x used to be, we put parentheses and put the new value in. We plug it in. This is what it's called. And through this, we are able to simplify the equation and give it one variable, which makes it way easier to solve. Now, we will use the distributive property in order to get rid of these parentheses and give us the full equation. And now, We will combine the like terms of y to simplify the equation even further. Wait, oh shoot. Look, negative 10y and positive 10y. Doesn't that mean they cancel each other out? Do you see the problem here? If both of these are canceled out, that leaves us with 20 equals 15. That doesn't make any sense. That's that's absurd. Isn't this supposed to be math? Why is this producing an untrue equation? Oh, I see the problem here. Let's go back to the original equation. Okay, so whenever you see an equation like in standard form, like these two right here, where it's 2x plus 4y equals a constant or a number that doesn't have a variable, there is a way of finding the slope. And we can do this by using the formula negative a divided by b. So what are a and b here? Well, if you know standard form, then you know that standard form is represented by the formula ax plus by equals c. What this means is you have the x value and the y value, and a, a number modifying the x value and a number modifying the y value. And then you have the constant, which is 8 and 15 in this instance. A in both equations are 2 and 5, and B is 4 and 10. So what we're going to do here is find the slopes for the two different equations. So using the formula negative A over B, we are going to plug in the numbers into that formula. So A, in this instance, we will use 2 and 5. So we'll have negative 2 right here. Because remember, it's negative A. We will flip the value over on its head. So you have negative 2 and negative 5. And we will use the values of B, which is 4y and 10. So 4 and 10. Now, do you see the problem here? Both of these slopes are equal. Negative 2 over 4 equals negative 1 half. And negative 5 over 10 equals negative 1 half. These are both, if you simplify them, these both equal negative 1 half. The problem that arises because of this is that since two equations have the same slope, they are parallel to each other. And as you know, if you know basic shapes like this parallelogram, two lines that are parallel never touch. So the reason why we got the solution 20 equals 15 is because there is no actual solution to the equation. This is called no solution. It's when two lines are parallel and they never ever touch. So there's no intersection between the two lines. And that is many of the problems you can find in math where an equation won't necessarily add up. There is an explanation to almost everything in math, and this is one of them for one problem you may find. Thank you for watching. I would appreciate a comment in the comment section, give me feedback, and maybe a like to help my channel out. And have a good day.